I'm so glad you said teenagers because when I was growing up, particularly like 16, 17, I had this thing that if I was ever laughing or, really letting go of myself in a relaxed way, that I would wee myself. And the shame when you're a teenager that, you got like wet shorts and you have to run back home, particularly when you experience your period for the first time as well, and then combine the two things was absolutely horrendous. But no one had even mentioned pelvic floor health and what to do.
I think our teenage years I always think of it as it's like a settling in, right? It's like a settling into womanhood. Your pelvic health is developing at that time, I guess. You might have an accident here or there, and that's normal, okay? But I think if it was consistently happening throughout your childhood, there might be an issue there. It's difficult for me to say indefinitely what happened to you on that one experience, and I don't know if it was just one experience.
Opening up.
This is quite revealing.
Yeah, it happened through a period of like maybe 1 or 2 years of my teen years, and I don't really know what made it go away. But
and it's an interesting time because when you're in our teenage years and our estrogen starts coming into our bodies, right, we see like these huge fluctuations in estrogen in teenagers, and estrogen has an effect on our pelvic floor. So it may be because your estrogen was kind of a little bit all over the place, because that's what happens when you're developing, that can have an impact on your pelvic floor. So estrogen kind of has like a plumping effect on our pelvic floor and the walls of our vagina. So if we have that real like bounce up and down of estrogen in our teenage years, it could have contributed to the fact that you were having these leaks here or there, because then it sounds like it got better. And what we see, what I always find really interesting is a lot of people will say to me, as a teenager I had horrendous periods, like really bad period pain, like flooding, like couldn't get out of bed, couldn't go to work, maybe leaking like you said, and then it kind of settles because our body gets used to the estrogen and we go through our like reproductive years, and then again what happens in perimenopause is the estrogen goes wild again, and we start to have the same things, right? Women start to flood like with their period, they might have really bad pain, really heavy bleeding, they might start to leak more, and again it's because of that mad time for our estrogen where it's bouncing around all over the place.